2017 has seen a wave of new players rising to the fore. Let's take a look at a starting 11 of the breakthrough talents in world football. Ederson. 6 months ago, Man City fans were pulling out their hair and questioning everything to do with football. When it comes to the man between the sticks, it must feel a bit better not having a virtual heart attack every time the ball goes anywhere near the goalkeeper. But I suppose that's what happens when you pay £35 million on an upgrade. Then again, my leftover chicken sandwich from last night would probably be an upgrade on Claudio Bravo. Last season was just Ederson's first as Benfica's #1 after finally seeing off Julio Cesar. 4 years after that man's career looked dead and buried at Loftus Road. Ederson helped himself to a League and Cup double last season, the Primera Liga Goalkeeper of the Year award, his first international cap, and of course that blockbuster move to England. Not bad. John Joe Kenny. Alright, try not to laugh. There are probably right backs who have had far better years than John Joe Kenny, but I'm gonna put him in anyway. Last season, he was lining out for Oxford United on putting pitches in League 2 and probably had to get changed in the toilets. This season he's been chucked into the deep end at Goodison Park in the Premier League. With Seamus Coleman injured, cheers Neil Taylor, I didn't want to go to the World Cup anyway, the 20-year-old has played 10 league games. The likes of Ashley Williams and Michael Keane may have looked like they've forgotten the rules of offside, but Kenny has not embarrassed himself this season by any means. Davinson Sanchez. 18 months ago, Davinson Sanchez was playing his club football in Colombia, and I'm betting not a single subscriber had ever heard of him. Don't even lie. Last season was his first in European football, and it went pretty well. He was named Ajax Player of the Year, reached the Europa League final, and has very much impressed for Spurs since his £42 million move. Andreas Christensen. A lot has been made about Chelsea's refusal to give their loanees a shot. Sure, it took them about 5 years to give Victor Moses a run on the team. When Nathan Ake was drafted back from Bournemouth towards the end of last season, it looked like Andreas Christensen was going to get lost in the pack. But since coming back from a 2-year loan stint at Borussia Mönchengladbach, the 21-year-old has excelled. He's made 19 appearances this season, keeping £34 million worth of David Luiz on the bench. Oh, and he scored against Ireland in Denmark's World Cup playoff. But then again, who didn't? Theo Hernandez. Theo Hernandez has had a bit of a whirlwind year. This time last year, he was so far out of the picture at Atletico Madrid, I wouldn't be surprised if Diego Simeone didn't have a clue who he was. His loan spell at Alav went well, helping the club reach the Copa del Rey final for the first time in their 91-year history, and even scored against Barcelona in the final. All this earned the 20-year-old left-back a return to Madrid via Real this time. Thomas Lemar. So Thomas Lemar is going to sit in midfield here in our 4-3-3 formation, but jeez, where did this fella come from? He's like that shiny new toy on the playground that every new kid demands for Christmas. The 22-year-old lit up the Champions League last season with Monaco and helped the club to the French title. PSG, with all your riches, hang your heads in shame. The Vultures circled over the French champions, with the likes of Liverpool and Arsenal preying on Lemar in particular. He didn't leave, but considering how poorly they're doing, he probably should have. Wilfred Ndidi. If we did this list a year or two ago, you're damn right a Leicester City holding midfielder would take his place here, so why not continue the trend? Wilfred Ndidi is no N'Golo Kante, but he's still been a fine acquisition since signing from Genk for £17 million in January. Corentin Tolisso. I know what you're probably screaming at the monitor. What are you talking about? Corentin Tolisso has been around for years. Watch a bit of French football, will you? True, but this is the year that the 23-year-old has really stepped up to the plate. The Lyon captain recorded a personal best of 14 goals and 7 assists last season, was named in the Europa League Squad of the Year, and earned himself a €41 million move to Bayern Munich. He's continued to impress in Germany, as proven with 2 recent goals against PSG. Marco Asensio. It's a good job Marco Asensio seemed to come from nowhere this year, because Gareth Bale spent most of the year nursing more injuries than Michael Owen. Asensio stepped up to the plate last campaign, netting 10 goals for Los Blancos, including 1 in the Champions League final, and has continued his form at 7 this season. Future superstar, or the next Saviola? Gabriel Jesus. Who thought Gabriel Jesus was going to be this good when he turned up in England last winter? I'll be honest, I was skeptical when Man City paid £27 million for him in January, and I did think he would end up as Sergio Aguero's boot cleaner. 17 goals in 34 games. For any 20-year-old to manage that total in a calendar year where Aguero is at the same club, the kid must be something special. Kylian Mbappe. This was the breakout star of the year. It's hard to believe Mbappe is only 19 years old, considering he's about to command a transfer worth over 100 million when he makes his move to PSG permanent in the summer. This is only his 3rd season in club football. He'd only put the ball in the net once in his career before last season. His evolution has just been extraordinary, and if he continues going at this rate, who knows what this kid could become.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.